ओके। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। ठीक है, तो आज हम डिस्कस करेंगे ब्रीफली जो जुमे को यहाँ पर जो सेशन में हुआ है ना, अम, हम उस पर इम्प्रूव कैसे कर सकते हैं। ठीक है ना, ज़्यादा लंबा नहीं मैं इसको खींचूंगा, कोशिश करूँगा। तो बेसिकली फ़र्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कॉन्टेक्स्ट क्या था। कॉन्टेक्स्ट ये था, हम डिस्काउंट में ओपन हुए थे। ठीक है, हम वीकली बायस बुलिश थी, ऑल्दो बाय द एंड ऑफ द वीक ऑब्वियसली क्लियर बनता गया कि यू नो आइदर वी आर ऑफ ऑन द बायस व्हिच इज़ फाइन। स्टार्ट मेजर इशू में प्रॉफिटेबल हूँ बायस स्ट्रॉन्ग होने के बावजूद। एक्स्ट्रा लेयर ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस बस प्रोवाइड करती है बायस, दैट्स ऑल। तो एक वो हो सकता है कि हम रॉन्ग, तो दूसरा ये था कि मे बी वी जस्ट गोना डिफर इट टू द नेक्स्ट वीक बिकॉज एनएफपी है। एनएफपी में हमें पता है कि आइडियल स्क्रिप्ट कभी कभी नहीं फॉलो की जाती। तो इसमें ये है कि हमने डिस्काउंट में यहाँ ओपन हुए थे 9:30 में, ठीक हो गया। अभी आप 8:30 और डेली प्राइस को अगर देखें तो हम उसके नीचे हैं, बल्कि 9:30 को भी अगर देखें हम उसके भी नीचे, और हमने कोई अटेम्प्ट भी नहीं मेक किया ऊपर जाने की। दैट शोज यू वर रियली रियली बेरिश, रियली वीक बेसिकली। ठीक हो गया। अच्छा, फिर हम खोले, यहाँ नीचे गए। ठीक है, नो गिव बैक्स। यहाँ मैंने एक शॉर्ट पोजीशन जल्दी से ले ली, विच ये बेसिकली अगर मैं प्रैक्टिस ना कर रहा था प्राइस एक्शन की, तो मैं ड्रिल्स ना कर रहा था, तो दैट वुड बी द ट्रेड आई टेक एंड दैट्स इट। आई क्लोज द चार्ट्स आफ्टर दैट। आई डोंट इवन केयर व्हाट हैपेंस आफ्टर दैट बिकॉज उसके बाद थिंग्स आर नॉट एज क्लीन एज दे वर इनिशियली हियर। तो ये वो वहाँ पर कि हमने जब ये शॉट ले लिया सक्सेसफुली, जो यहाँ पर है ये वाला शॉट। अब यहाँ पर एक मैंने ट्रेड ली लॉन्ग, बट मैंने उसे प्रीमेच्योरली क्लोज कर दी क्योंकि एकदम आई डेंट लाइक ये स्पीड से नीचे आ रही है, इसको एक्सप्लोर करके ऊपर अब जाना चाहिए था। लेकिन यहाँ पर इसको टाइम स्पेंड पहले से नहीं किया, और फिर आस्ते आस्ते ये एकदम स्पीड से नीचे आई। आई एम लाइक या दैट्स नॉट अ गुड साइन, इट शुड नॉट बी गिविंग अवे दैट इजीली जो गेंस इसने यहाँ पर कमाए हैं। तो नॉर्मली ये टिपिकल होता है मेरा, ये एक बुल बेयर फ्लैग है आफ्टर मूव डाउन इन अ डीप डिस्काउंट। सो रिटेलर कैन शॉट दैट नॉर्मली, आई वुड नॉर्मली टेक द अदर साइड ऑफ दैट नॉर्मली। एंड ऑन अ नॉर्मल व्हेन इट्स नॉट मैनिपुलेटेड एनएफपी लिंगर नहीं कर रहे इफेक्ट्स, तो ये ऊपर जाता। 9:30 was the drawn liquidity, the midpoint, and we might have seen if he wants to go here, but हमने एक्चुअली ऐसा किया। ओके, फिर उसके बाद ऊपर आए, हाई को लेफ्ट कर दिया हमने। फिर हम यहाँ से एक और ट्रेड लिया हमने, क्योंकि हमने इसको टर्टल सूप रेंज को MK2 एंट्री के तहत लिया। 5 मिनट अभी नहीं हुआ था, लेकिन हमने लो रिस्क डाला हुआ था और यहाँ पर हम टेक आउट हो जाती। ओके, लेकिन यहाँ तक हम समझ आ जाती है कि एक्चुअली हो क्या रहा है। हम बेसिकली बस यहाँ पर टाइम काउंट कर रहे हैं, और जैसे मैक्रो शुरू होता है फ्लक करके we literally just hit TP and we just make most of the losses back here. So basically what I'm trying to say is, and this is again, these protocols दो तरह के, एक में easy जब मैं ट्रेड मैनेज करते हैं, एक हाई रेजिस्टेंस कंडीशंस जो हाई रिस्क कंडीशंस होती हैं, वो NFP हो जाए कोई बड़ी न्यूज़, स्पेशली मंडे और फ्राइडे में अमूमन ऐसा देखा जाता है, एंड समटाइम्स थर्सडे। बेसिकली जब इस तरह प्राइस होती है, इट्स नॉट क्लीन, बेसिकली इट्स नॉट क्लियर एज इट नॉर्मली है। सो what I would do different next time. First of all, the normal things. Okay, so this is your 5 minute swing high. If you was to break this would be a market structure shift. Now that's normally the entry model I like to use, but because of the great distance here, it might already be too late to enter that. So मैं ये कह रहा था ना, यहाँ पर दो चीज़ें हैं। एक चीज़ है रेंज, नोट द रेंज फ्रॉम 9:30 टू दिस लो। ठीक हो गया, क्योंकि इसके अंदर ये प्राइस एक्शन ये वाला जो हो रहा है इस लो और हाई के बीच में, रेंज काफ़ी ज़्यादा है। ठीक है ना, इन प्लेन टर्म्स बेसिकली फ्रॉम आई बॉल परस्पेक्टिव अगर तो रफली देखें, द रेंज इज़ अ लॉट। ठीक हो गया। अब ये फर्स्ट प्रेजेंटेशन फिर वाली गैप यहाँ पर है हमारा। तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई थिंक इट माइट बी more practical to basically just wait for this, like the body to close above. ठीक है, I understand that this is a premium, technically a premium CB in this turtle soup range, and the 59 candle. So this basically here is closing above that, but since we are facing an NFP lingering Friday, I think it would have been more beneficial if we simply just demand this, because imagine अगर तुमने इस तरह किया होता, just imagine, right? Let's say you were like, okay, well, the earliest I'm going to enter is case के ऊपर close हो, और ऐसा नहीं होता। It'll 59 closes here. Technically, it's below that, but let's say we're using this. Okay, well, it's still here. It's not here. Okay, basically, my point ये मैं करना चाह रहा हूँ, you have to be very strict. You have to demand a lot of things. They must go this way, or I'm not entering not even one contract. Yes, not even one contract. क्योंकि condition ऐसी है। और yes, ये मैं NFP के लिए especially statement make कर रहा हूँ। ये दो चीज़ें basically. If you have large range, demand it to close way above. ठीक है, completely can't even come inside of it. Can't even complete close in the premium, because imagine if this was not an NFP. ठीक हो गया। Okay, it's a normal condition. Okay, इस तरह के close करती, what would you do? Man, that's simple. You still just wait for another 5 minute candle, and a lot of the times what also happens is because of my experience, I don't even need the full 5 minute. Let's say the अगली कैंडल है ना, ये वन है, ठीक है, सॉरी, इमेजिन ये कैंडल है, ठीक है, दूसरी कैंडल ऐसे हल्की सी क्लोज हुई है, तीसरी भी ऐसे ही है। अभी क्योंकि हम पता टाइम स्पेंड करती हैं यहाँ पर डॉट में डालने के लिए, लेकिन जो चौथी है ना, ठीक है, वो भी क्लोज होने वाली है, लेकिन आई कैन नॉर्मली जस्ट वर्क आउट के अंदर क्लोज हो गया, आई कैन जस्ट एंटर दैट, ठीक है। या ये दोनों नहीं है, ये दूसरी वाली में एंटर कर, कॉमन सेंस ये कहती है कि अगर हम एक बड़ी सी कैंडल से ऐसे कर रहे हैं ना, ठीक है, और दो ऐसे हो गई हैं, इट्स गन फकिंग ब्लो इट, ठीक है, ये ऊपर जाने वाली है, ठीक है, मुझे 5 उसकी ज़रूरत नहीं, मैं 1 कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एंटर कर सकता हूँ, ठीक है। हाँ, फिर ऑब्वियसली जैसे से एक ऑब्वियसली इसमें उसका रिविजिट दिया मैं, और फिर मैं यहाँ पर एंटर हो जाऊँगा जो है ना, और फिर ये इस तरह जाएगी, समझ के बात को। तो बेसिकली ये कहना चाह रहा हूँ ना, इट हैज़ टू शो मी स्ट्रेंथ इन NFP। अगर मैं इसको जूडास देख रहा हूँ कि एंड होकर ऊपर जाएगी, देन इट हैज़ टू क्लियरली शो मी ना, ये क्लियर इनफ नहीं है, इट नीड्स टू बी मोर क्लियर देन दैट। So the reason that we demand more information is because it's an NFP. It can, this phase of price action, especially right after you have this, basically can be two things. It could be on a normal day, where it's a classic Judas swing in a deep discount with a direction we're seeking upside, basically premium liquidity. It would be a end of Judas swing, and this would be a move that ends it, and it does it very slowly, in a subtle way where shorts are not scared away, basically. But it can also be a bear flag that's extended. It's not going to be an easy bear flag that anyone can just short like this, and they just short here and it just goes down. As you can see, it has this element. This is designed to upset anyone that did manage to correctly enter here, which is why I would definitely stick to my own advice here and focus on the sell side curve of this sell side market maker sell model. The sell side curve is this side here. So this is where basically it's absolutely, I don't want to say 100%, there's nothing's 100% trading, anything can happen, but with a high degree of probability this is confirming the move. This 1034 candle is confirming the move, because you have a low to high 50%. This is your BC to focus on. If it was to go up, this would stay open. This should not have closed, but it did clearly close with this, and that's your strong confirmation. You can enter. You can enter here if you're. I think actually that's where I did enter, because I looked at this high resistance. I'm like, I can never be too demanding. It's gonna come up here. So it did, and we got in here. We added more here, and then yes, small stop loss took off, maybe most of the loss back. So yeah, just basically be more cautious, demand more evidence, demand that the body is way above the fair value gap, not like this. So we're inside of this is SIBI. We should have been here above the SIBI. If not demanding the shift, I can see why not. It's too far away. You would already be in a bad position here. If you entered here, you missed the best price. But you got to balance the desire of missing the best price with entering at a pertinent time and dealing with the market condition as it requires, not just because you feel like entering, because you're gonna quote unquote FOMO miss out. Okay, so that's all I wanted to say. But I think otherwise performance काफी अच्छी थी. We managed all the loss back. The week was really good. We controlled. We knew when to engage. We knew when to stay away, when to disengage. So it was a profitable week, another profitable one in the books. And we managed to hit the target by Tuesday, and we were done. And this was all just demo observations after that. और एक और PM session पे जल्दी से हम focus करते हैं, real quick. Again, we had some good performance there as well, worthy of recognition. So here, my first observation with the PM is we did not make a lunch move IRL, missing IRL. So we are most likely going to, it's Friday, there's no motivation to go IRL premium, so we're probably just going to focus on the discount aspect because we're already in premium here. So that was where my bias was telling me. But again, as always, I would use the market to confirm or deny my bias. In this case, it was denied and it was edited actually, which can happen sometimes because that's why we demand information from the market. Now, we had I guess you could call it Judas, but a real Judas, in my opinion, is this. Because remember, Judas, the whole purpose is to lead the on-side traders off-side basically, and this did really, really well because SIBIs leaving open, so many of them. Heck, I was convinced. You had a body 49, I think it was closed. I think it was 48 were entered because, look at this. It's remaining open. You can pretty much work out it's going to stay like this. And it did. And then TP, I think, was like here. So we went real close. Allowed me to move stop loss to break even, got taken out for break even, no loss there. That's perfect. And then I was anticipating, okay, well, what do we now? Do we just tap this very lightly, leaving most of this open, just go lower, and I'll be fine with that. I would have just entered again. That would be absolutely fine. I followed my rules there. Or do we now wait further? I decided to wait further. We got this here. I didn't just long here. I think I demanded another one. We did. Okay, I did go long here. Stop loss here. I think it came real close. Took a lot of heat on this one, actually. No, I think I did enter here. Yeah. A lot of heat, but trust the model. I think I was stop loss was here. Perfect, because I was expecting this to remain open. It did. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. That's what I wanted. And then you had all of this. So now we had to sit through nearly half an hour of drawdown. Well, not drawdown, but like high resistance. Trust the model still, because as long as this is open, balanced price range formed here, Judas, and the fact that we haven't actually, and this was the biggest factor that told me to go long easily. It's going to go up. Why? No up move. AM opens discount, daily discount, AM opens discount, 8:30. Sorry, 8:30 opens discount, AM opens discount. So it's screaming to me that this is the time it's going to go up now. Take out all those profitable shorts. And then it just exploded. I did take off most of my risk here because I'm like, it's taking way too long. And it's also forming these trend line, buy side, 3 drives. I didn't like this either. I just closed it. 1 contract remaining, very limited loss here. I think it was almost at break even by then. So I wouldn't have lost anything even if it did go against me. And then obviously just explodes, hits the TP, done for the day. Boom, closed. Rules followed. And yeah, another profitable session.